one of the things that women do extraordinarily well is they are generous. They participate, they share their knowledge generously with those that they lead, being a role model to inspire and motivate other people to move forward, just like you, Renee.
Y'all, today's show is so good.
But number one, I've never seen an intro like that.
It is my hope and desire that not only will episode 30 still be fun, but episode 300 will be even more fun. You were made for something great, so go and be awesome.
Ten seconds remaining.
Welcome to the show. My name is Renee Hastings, and I'm your host of Renee Speaks. Y'all, today's show is going to be so fantastic. And part of that reason is because of our amazing sponsor, Wilbron. Wilbron is Alabama's premier public relations firm. If y'all have any PR needs, be sure to hit them up at www.wilbron.com. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our guest. Our amazing guest is none other than Linda Fisk. Linda is a multi-award-winning CEO, TEDx speaker, 5 times international best-selling author, U.S. Senator for the WBAF, TV and broadcast host. She's also a keynote speaker and university professor dedicated to amplifying and extending the success of other high caliber business leaders. She is the chairwoman of LeadHERship Global, a community of unstoppable women enhancing their leadership blueprint and embracing their power to be the best version of themselves in work and life. In LeadHERship Global, Linda supports and guides ambitious, creative women to move in the direction of their purpose, their mission, and their dreams with powerful connections, critical support, practical tools, and valuable resources to show up, speak up, and step up in their careers and personal lives. Y'all, put your hands together for Linda.
Thank you. Holy cow. That was amazing, Renee. Holy cow. Thank you so much. I love your show. Absolutely love your show.
Oh, thank you so much, Linda. You are such a rock star. I'm so honored to have you on our show. Like, honestly, I cannot believe I'm sitting here like face to face with the one and only Linda Fisk. I mean, I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I feel similarly. Renee, you have created an unbelievable movement with your show. And it is an honor to be in the same position as so many other impactful leaders as a part of Renee Speaks. So I am among very good company, and I'm excited about today's show.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So Linda, let's go ahead and get started. I know you love talking about leadership.
Yes.
I love talking about leadership. So I've been looking forward to this conversation for a long time. So
Yes,
in your opinion, though, Linda, what would you say is one of the most important traits for women to develop to become bold leaders?
Yeah, that's such a good question, Renee. And I have to say that it really depends on someone's definition of impactful leadership. To me, impactful leadership is about making long-lasting, positive, and meaningful contributions to the organizations, the people, and the communities that we serve. We want to ensure that we are making meaningful contributions in the lives of people, which means that you have to combine both your mind and your heart to lead. I think in order to achieve sustainable goals that build a lasting impact, you have to genuinely and generously influence the people that you serve to believe in your mission, to believe in your movement, to trust your leadership, and to join you in your mission. And so what might be some of the strengths that we take for granted as women that help lead in high stakes situations, the attributes, the strengths, the characteristics that are unique to women, I feel like are often downplayed or they're diminished. But I have to say, we need to recognize and apply those strengths to everyday leadership challenges. And so what are some of the most important qualities of a good leader? Well, it's establishing a unique leadership style based on your own values. It's understanding yourself and your own character traits and talents in such a way that it becomes really clear how you are uniquely equipped as a woman in leadership. It's important to serve with both your mind and your heart, incorporating an attitude of service to genuinely connect with the people in your life, to earn their loyalty, and to earn the right to lead them. And for me, I think one of the things that women do extraordinarily well is they are generous. They participate, they share their knowledge generously with those that they lead, being a role model to inspire and motivate other people to move forward, just like you, Renee. And in fact, what I would say is most recently, there was a study done by the Hay Group. And the Hay Group found that women have been proven to hold a key advantage in many of the leadership skills that they measured that are considered to be sort of soft skills. But get this, women outperform men in 11 out of 12 key emotional intelligence competencies. And what does everyone talk about now in terms of the key component of leadership? Emotional intelligence. And in fact, the Hay Group found that women leaders tend to slightly outperform men in most leadership skills dealing with empathy, humility, communication. Now, those things are often referred to as emotional intelligence or soft skills, but they pertain to the way you approach or handle your professional life. They deal with leadership. And in those places, women tend to excel. Empathy absolutely wins in a crisis, and women are extraordinary at being empathetic, right? And so what I would say is that women have incredible essential leadership capabilities that are unique to our gender. Everything from the ability to network, to collaboration, communication, critical thinking, empathy, humility. And I think although many times, if you are as old as I am, those were some of the characteristics and traits that were dismissed. Now there's new thinking around the characteristics of an effective and impactful leader that uses those traits as fundamental, foundational to being a really impactful leader.
Wow. Wow. You really hit the nail on the head. I mean, absolutely. Women, the impact that women have, especially as it pertains to emotional intelligence, truly is unsurpassed. And it just, what the best part about that, I think, is that it just comes so naturally. Like, we don't have to force it. Most of us don't have to force it. It just is a part of who we are, because we are by nature nurturers for the most part. And that is, I don't want to overgeneralize, but just, go with me. That is just who we are. And when we have a team that we're leading, and they may come to us with different things that they're dealing with, it's easy for us to empathize, to show compassion, and to understand, and give them a chance to do whatever it is that they need to do to deal with the thing in their life.
I love that.
Our company at Executive Help Now, we have a culture of collaboration and teamwork. And everyone knows that they can count on one another to support them. in whatever it is that we're doing. And they know that they can come to me or anyone on our team and get the care and concern that they need for dealing with whatever things that they're going through at the moment. Because, life happens, things happen, and we just need to know that there's somebody in our corner who cares about us and cares about what's going on, right? And then when your team knows that you care about them truly, not just because of what they do for you, but because who they are as a person, that really creates longevity. That creates relationship, that creates stability for your business. I mean, so it's not just about the business, but it has this ripple effect when you just act and, with empathy, or treat people with empathy, with authentically.
Not exactly. Renee, I could not have said it any better. And I tell you, as women, we have the opportunity to create competencies and behaviors that are required in leadership that, as you suggested, oftentimes come fairly naturally, like having an authentic communication leadership style, really understanding ourselves deeply to say, in leadership, what are my principles? What are my best practices? What are those values that I stand for? And being able to navigate through discomfort, through imposter syndrome, being able to find those places of vulnerability and authenticity to say, I don't know the answer. Navigating through those places of discomfort and maybe insecurity to say, I don't know, but I'm happy to find out. And the other thing that I think women do so well is they give and receive feedback. Actionable feedback. And in fact, they request that. Women, more so than men, ask for actionable feedback. They want that unbiased, objective feedback so that they can improve. They're great at setting and reasserting boundaries. They're great at negotiating on behalf of them, but also on behalf of their team. So not only are women very good at negotiating on behalf of themselves, but they're very good at negotiating on behalf of their teams because they're championing people that are depending on them and that they are proud to represent. They are great at developing teams. They're great at developing champions. They're great at navigating through real as well as potential conflict. They're great at cultivating executive level presence. Certainly they have the opportunity to be really dynamic presenters or being humble enough to know that they need to polish their presentation skills. So there are so many, I think, natural characteristics and attributes of women that are called upon in positions of leadership where they really do have the opportunity to excel. And of course, fostering work-life integration. I have to tell you, what woman doesn't understand what it is to try to balance a relationship, children, a spouse, a work situation, people that are reporting to them and that they report to? It takes integration. It takes balance. It takes prioritization. And women are terrific at fostering that kind of work-life integration and creating sustainable self-care practices so that they're not burning out, so that they're not hitting the end of their rope at the end of a day. And I feel like there are so many ways that women, I think, have an opportunity to really step into their power and step into their purpose and absolutely embrace what it is to be an impactful leader.
Yes, absolutely. And especially with organizations like yours, because you provide those opportunities for them to learn and grow and discover their power. Because a lot of times some people might think, well, this is what I do, and this is what I do well, and this is what I know. So this is what I want to keep doing. But through organizations like LeadHERship Global, you provide them opportunities to maybe stretch a little bit beyond what they've already done, to get more comfortable in those unfamiliar spaces so that they can develop their leadership skills, their speaking skills, their, being able to speak impromptu speaking, those kinds of things, which go a long way when you are standing up for yourself or standing up for your team or whatever that looks like. So I'm just so grateful to you and LeadHERship Global for all those resources that you provide and opportunities that you provide for women to become even better at what they already do. But I think before we get too far, or before I forget, I want to know, Linda, have you always felt this way? Has leadership just been a part of your natural gift from birth, or how did you develop this passion or desire to create such an amazing organization like LeadHERship Global?
Yeah, I think in every woman's life, if they were to do some honest reflection, I think that they would say that they have experienced both implicit and explicit biases. They've experienced microaggressions. They may have felt overlooked, demeaned, dismissed. They may have been marginalized. And I feel like through those life experiences, it causes you to really reflect on, what do I stand for? What are my principles? What is the value that I bring? What is my impact plan? What is the impact I want to have in my life, in my community, in my family? And in those places where perhaps we've gotten knocked down, it gives us a chance to pause and to reflect and to make clear and conscious decisions about what we want to create in the world. And what I knew was that I wanted to create an impactful community of extraordinary women in leadership all around the world that could support each other, that could build each other up, that could open up doors for each other. And I believe that one of the most empowering experiences you can have is to embrace the passion of other high-performing women to not only positively impact their lives and help accelerate their success, but also allow them to give you the unfiltered, unbiased, objective feedback to help you move to that next level of success. And I think that requires integrating self-directed learning and self-reflection, small group experiences, huge learning events, and then coaching and mentoring. It's so important that we all, as women, have a close-knit group of women around us who will tell us the truth in love, who will open up doors for us, that will champion us and advocate for us, even in rooms we're not a part of. And that they will also help challenge us to continue to grow and to scale to the next level of success. And so that is what I've been able to create. We help members accelerate their success. And when I say that, let me be clear. I have seen businesses double in size. I've seen nonprofits get fully funded. I've seen entirely new divisions of companies be created. I have seen partnerships formed. I have seen incredible advancements, even as public speakers. I've seen women move from making no money at all as a public speaker to now commanding 7 figures. And that is because women deeply invest in the success of other women within LeadHERship Global. And we help them by defining that vision, growing their leadership, expanding their influence, and helping them leave a true lasting legacy.
Oh, I love that so much. And we're pulling up your website right now. For anybody who's listening to the audio only, you're really missing out. This website is absolutely gorgeous. And these women, they just look like regular women next door. You know what I mean? Like somebody you just go and have a coffee with, or someone you go to brunch with, just regular women making a difference, leaving a legacy, creating impact in their communities. And they just look like you and me, just regular.
Well, let me just say, Renee, there's nothing regular about you. You are extraordinary. But I think that one of the things that makes LeadHERship Global so attractive is that you do have an opportunity to meet inspirational leaders, create lifelong friendships, be surrounded by people who are deeply invested in your success. But these are women who are open, who are transparent, who are incredibly grounded. These are people who are welcoming and warm. These are women who are funny, who are self-deprecating, who are honest, and who are lifetime learners. So in LeadHERship Global, I've seen women discover new mentors, new partners, new employees that have taken them to the next level. And that's really what life is about, finding those relationships that not only inspire you, but that open up opportunities for you that you might not have even known exist. In fact, we have placed dozens of women in board positions. We've helped them find funding for their nonprofit. We've helped them find grants and venture capital and angel investment for their young entrepreneurial ventures. We have helped them embark on a continuous discovery that helps them really inform what that vision is for the next 5 years, and given them the confidence to step into that purpose with power and with distinction. And it's been amazing to watch that happen over and over and over again.
I can only imagine, Linda. Oh my word, just the change that you are having, because of this organization, the changes that are happening, not just right there in the here and now, but these are generational changes. These are going to happen long after we're gone. The impact is still going to be felt and still going to continue to go on and impact people's lives for the better. And opportunities are going to be created because of this organization, or continue to be created long after we're gone. So I really love every single thing about what you're doing and the impact that you're having in the community worldwide, not just here in the United States, but worldwide. This is a global thing. This isn't just here. Yeah.
And the other thing, Renee, that I think is so neat is that you see women model generosity. And I think throughout your leadership journey, you have to continue to learn how to better serve others and genuinely support their career advancement, their business goals, their overall engagement and work in life. You have to become mindful of the opportunity and the responsibility that you have to serve others, right? So the best way for you to feel fulfilled and rewarded is to see the advancement of others that you've been able to impact. And that is the true genius, I think, of LeadHERship Global, is that not only do you develop new skills and you have access to tools and resources and media and stages and microphones and TV cameras, but it's giving back. It's the fulfilling feeling of giving back and contributing to others. That's absolutely unparalleled. In my life, I think that true meaning and purpose is about how you're able to better the lives of those around you, your loved ones, the people in your community, even in the lives of people somewhere else in the world, right? Meaning comes from not what you're able to receive, but what you're able to give. And so by finding ways to give back and make a real impact in the world, that's where you see women shine and where they have incredible fulfillment and a sense of reward. And that's what we see over and over and over again in LeadHERship Global, is that sense of generosity where women deeply invest in the success of each other.
Right. I love that. Absolutely love that 100%. So as business owners, we all face different things, and it's so great to have an organization like this that fills those needs, that fills the needs that we have to become better leaders and more impactful and more influential in all the different circles that we find ourselves in. So you talked about how the organization supports ambitious women. Do you have any practical advice for leaders, like one actionable step that any business owner can take today to amplify their leadership blueprint?
Yeah, I would say find your own power tribe. It is so important for you to find a group of people that you surround yourselves with. Sometimes that's considered to be your own personal board of advisors. I consider it to be your own power tribe. This is a group of people that surround you, that will tell you the truth in love, that will hold you accountable, that will lift you up, that will remind you that you are a miracle, that will open up doors for you, provide opportunities for you. You need a super connector. You need a cheerleader. You need a mentor. You need a sponsor in your power tribe. You need to be purposeful and intentional about the people on your front row, the people that you allow to give you feedback, the people you allow into your life that get to direct you, get to impart their wisdom to you. You have a choice about the people that you surround yourself with. You have a choice about the kind of impact they're going to have in your life. And so it's so important to be intentional and to be purposeful to ensure that those people on the front row, those people that make up your personal board of advisors or your power tribe, are people that are going to be life-giving, people that are going to have your best intention in their foremost thoughts, feelings, and intentions. You want people to surround you who will lift you up, who will support you. And you want to be sure that they are supporting your performance, your growth, your development, both as a person, as a leader. So you want to make sure that these are people who will help you in a confidential way, supportive way. You want them to know that they have your back, but what you disclose to them is confidential, it's private, and that you are bringing them in on the insider view of not only where you are, but where you're going. And it is their responsibility and duty to help you harness the knowledge, the influence, the trust of others to not only stimulate idea exchange and support creativity, but to provide resources, to provide tools, to provide opportunities to help you get to that next stage, to help you get to where you're going, to accelerate both your personal and your professional growth. I will tell you, if you are not intentional, if you are not purposeful about the people that you surround yourself with, I got to tell you, that is such a mistake. You're not going to get to the right destination with the wrong relationships. You're not going to get to where you need to go without the people in your life that are cheering you on. So I would say find a close-knit group of women or leaders that you deeply trust, that are going to embrace your vision and that are going to help you to that next stage of success. And again, you can't get to the right destination with the wrong relationships. So be clear about who you want to surround your life with.
I love that. That is worthy of repeating for the people in the back. You cannot get to the right destination with the wrong relationships. Just impossible. It is impossible. You cannot reach your full and complete purpose that you are here for if you are not surrounding yourself with the people who are going to speak life into you, give you life when you need it the most. You've got to have a small group community around you of like minds, of people who are also on the same journey. You know, you might be on different roads, but heading in the same direction. Like minds. You need to be surrounding yourself with like minds. So important. Absolutely. 100%. So when Linda, as you're thinking about, and I can't believe we're almost out of time here today, as you're thinking about, so sometimes as a business owner, we get so passionate about what we do. And so, like they say, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life, right? Yes. And so sometimes some people, you know, talking about a friend here,
yeah,
might get up, you know, look forward to getting up every morning, doing all the things that they love to do all day, and all night.
Yes.
So it's hard to be balanced sometimes when you just absolutely love what you're doing. Do you have a secret for how to have, and I know this might be a little bit off topic, but it's still about leadership because you have to have balance. What is your secret to balance?
Yeah, I think, Renee, what works for me is to have a mission statement that literally is written out. It's not in my head. It's not something I think about in vague, 80,000 foot generalities. It is a clear mission statement that is written down. Out of that mission statement came 2 clear principles, 2 clear imperatives. And what I do is every single day, I bounce all of my priorities against those 2 imperatives. Does it support imperative 1 or 2? And if it does not, then it drops off my to-do list. It's delegated to someone else, or it's deleted. So it's delegated or deleted, right? And my 2 imperatives are we creating unbelievable value for the members of LeadHERship Global? Does this dramatically impact the positive opportunities of our members? Does this create incredible benefit and privilege for the members of LeadHERship Global? Priority number 1. And priority number 2, does this expand the wealth of skills and talents and characteristics and experiences and expertise of our members by bringing on more talent? So does this expand our network so that we're able to attract even more deeply impactful women in leadership that offer new characteristics and attributes and experiences and perspectives and value into the community? And does this provide unbelievable value to our current members of the community? If anything on my to-do list does not directly impact one of those 2 priorities, then it gets delegated or deleted. I politely say no, or I hand it off to someone on my team, because my best and highest use of the limited time on planet Earth I have, and we all share that. We all have a limited time every day, every week, and on planet Earth. So the best and highest use of what God's purpose is in my life is to ensure that I am impacting the lives of women around the planet to my best ability, my highest ability. And that means bringing more people into the community and serving them with the most exclusive, the most impactful, the most valuable experiences I could possibly bring to them.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So when you are mission driven, it helps you prioritize the things that you do or don't do. Because if it's not in line with your mission and the imperatives that are that compose your mission, then you know, this is not something I need to be spending my time on. This is something I delete or I delegate to someone else.
That's right.
And then when you do that, you're operating from a full cup that isn't overflowing.
That's right.
So you're not overwhelmed and you're not doing all the things and you're not staying up till 2 and 3 in the morning trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't be doing. Maybe you should be delegating to someone else to do.
And let me just say, there's nothing wrong with also deprioritizing. So if something is not urgent, should it be something that we look at a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, right? So if it's not something that's critically urgent, very few things in life are, it could be something that we investigate and we make a decision about at some juncture if it does hit one of my 2 priorities, but it's not something I can take on right now. There's nothing wrong in simply deprioritizing it and say, yes, it meets my 2 priorities, my 2 pillars, right? My imperatives. It meets those criteria, but it doesn't have to be right now. So our mission is to accelerate the success of women in leadership. That's our mission. We hold ourselves accountable for literally accelerating the success of women in leadership. To do that, I need to grow our community and I need to serve our community to the best and highest of my ability and my team's ability. That is all we think about every single day, is how do we bring more value to the members of LeadHERship Global? Now, we get a ton of opportunities to do that. And oftentimes we have to begin to make trade-offs. And what a high-class problem to have, to make trade-offs around how we are going to bring opportunities to our members. So everything doesn't have to be done right now. Sometimes it can be 4 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, 4 months from now. And that's going to be the best timing to bring that opportunity to our members. So it's also keeping in mind that, it's something I remind myself of all the time. God's timing is always perfect, and it's not always my timing. And so what that means is sometimes I need to be patient and take a breath and wait for the right time to be able to move forward on a particular initiative.
I love that. Yes, timing is absolutely everything. And I love how you said you can deprioritize some things. So, and just because you deprioritize it doesn't diminish its importance. It just pushes it back a little bit on the trajectory of where you're headed. Because there is a priority now. This is still a priority, but it's a priority for the future.
Exactly. And listen, we all have calendars that are, as the time creeps up, they get more and more jam-packed. So oftentimes we have to think about, okay, in this month of the quarter, this is going to be my priority. This month in the quarter, I'm shifting gears, and this is now the priority. This month of the quarter, I now will have time to really start planning and preparing for this third priority within the quarter. So a lot of times it's about calendaring out what is important, what meets your imperatives, ladders up to your mission, but it's about finding the right time to do that work, because not everything needs to happen today. And it's also about knowing those things that you can delete and delegate, right, in a daily sort of cadence.
That's right. And delegating is so important. Absolutely so important. And the better we get at delegating, the sooner we get good at delegating, the faster our business is going to take off. So I love that. That is how you handle all of those things that come into your inbox. Say, hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, do this. There's so many invitations to participate in so many various things. And a lot of them could be viable, but they don't have to all be right now. And they can be delegated to someone else to respond to and to deal with and to get on the calendar for some future date.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love it. Love it. So in closing, Linda, what is one quick tip for leading boldly and shining bright?
I would say absolutely embrace your greatness. I feel like there are so many women that tend to apologize, tend to make excuses for their greatness, for their incredible importance, influence, impact, leadership. And I would say never apologize. Simply embrace that you are extraordinary, that you were put on planet Earth for a purpose, and embrace that purpose and absolutely own your awesomeness, own it, and step into that challenge that you've been avoiding or that opportunity that you're not sure of with a sense of boldness and brashness and confidence, knowing that this is your time to step into your purpose and to step into your greatness with a sense of confidence, with a sense of boldness that you deserve to have. So that would be my recommendation.
I love it. Love it. Embrace your greatness. Don't apologize for being awesome.
Yes.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So, Linda, how can we stay in touch with you? I want more and more of this, but we have this thing called time, and so we're coming short. So, how can we stay in touch with you?
So I am very active on LinkedIn, and you're always welcome to be in touch with me on LinkedIn. There's lots of ways for you to get in touch with us through the website, or you can get in touch with me directly, Linda@LeadHERshipGlobal.com. So you're welcome to reach out to me via email at linda.leadhership.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn, or simply go to our website and let me know that you'd like to chat. I would love that.
I would absolutely love that. So, Linda, as we get ready to close, and there's one nugget that you want everyone to remember. If they don't remember a single thing, what do you want them to remember?
I would say that everyone has the opportunity to be a leader. And it's not about title and it's not about position. It's about your willingness to create lasting, positive, and meaningful impact for the lives around you.
So good. Linda, you were made for something great. So go and be awesome.